Yeah, I think I went on stage and I was just like, yeah, I'm
Was the ego? Was your ego a little bit like? Because you're competing against a lot of pretty women. It's a big thing, isn't it?
Yeah, and like I said, like I wasn't expecting it when I did, so I was, it took me a while. Like it probably didn't hit me until like 5-10 minutes later. I was like, oh, and like it showed. I was like, oh, okay, well, guess I'm really good at sucking dick. This is cool.
I mean, he can verify.
Yeah.
There's a nod there. And yeah, for those who don't know, you've done a lot of different types of porn.
Yeah.
There was kink. There was all sorts of things.
Yeah.
You were talking on your videos about crying after orgasms on set. I was like, wow, this is wild.
I know, yeah, and they would have to like check in with me, obviously, like for legality reasons. They'd be like, especially with kink, they would have to like go in and be like, okay, you were crying. Are you okay? Are you where you had the safe for it? I was like, yeah, I was fine. I was just like living my best life, having like crying orgasms, like anyone would enjoy.
That would terrify me. If a woman after sex starts crying, I'm like, oh shit.
I
Getting
agree.
reported?
What about during sex? What about during sex? You're like,
That terrified me. I would immediately jump off. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
Sorry, can we get you a cup of tea? Is everything all right?
Thanks.
Have you ever done that together? Is that something that's happened?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Really?
Yeah.
So you're just like a crier.
She's a happy
I
crier.
know it sounds really horrible when you say it out loud, but yeah, like I'm very like I'll probably cry. Like I'm tearing up now. Like when I laugh,
Yeah.
or if I'm having a good time, I'm like a.
She's actually a
I
happy
guess-
crier, not a sad crier.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's funny, yeah.
That's mad.
Like even if I see like an emotional commercial, I'm just like, that's so sweet. Like
Yeah, and like the list went on, and you pretty much like did a whole bunch of stuff before you met Vic specifically.
Yeah.
And I think one of the reasons I wanted to have Vic on this time is to understand the dynamic of the relationship, but also now more than ever in society, people are talking about men who are with promiscuous women, as they say, like in a certain kind of way. And I just kind of want to explore this with you guys, because from what I remember, you didn't meet in he was a porn guy kind of way. You met in a normal way. Is that
Yeah,
right?
we met at a baby shower.
yeah.
Wow.
It was,
That's so nice.
So hot. Yeah.
You're so nice.
Yeah,
We like the most innocent thing you could ever do.
I mean, it was a porn star's baby shower, but it was a baby shower.
Wow. Okay, well, it's a little bit weird now. But
Yeah.
So was it like a love at first sight thing, or just?
Best friends at first
Yeah,
sight.
best friends. Yeah, I think there was something there between the two of us, but neither one of us wanted to dive off that diving board right away until it just kind of just happened.
How did you know the porn star?
I didn't.
Oh.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I actually, the person that I was with, somebody who I was representing at the time, and I knew who she was because of the person that I was with at the time, but I didn't really know her I had kind of aged out of porn at that point. You know?
Yeah, I think I'm going through that.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you kind of age out of it. At some point, it's like, okay,
Apparently, there's a statistic about that. Like, you hit 40.
Yep.
And I'm in like my mid-30s, and I'm like, I barely watch it. What's going on?
Yeah.
This has been like something I've done every day for like 20 years, and now I'm like, I can't remember the last time I watched it.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It's weird. It's usually like between 40 and 45, it drops off like dramatically, and
Wow.
that's like a norm.
Why do you think there's a reason for that, or?
Maybe it's like a combination of things. Maybe you've seen it all. Maybe you've gotten to page 256. You're like,
Yeah.
Or maybe, girls getting in at 18, 21, whatever it is. Maybe it seems too young. There's like a bunch of different reasons
The
I can
life
come up
kind of
with.
happens at that point.
Yeah.
Your 40s, your career's going, you're probably married, hopefully good.
Yeah.
Hopefully you're getting it good. And,
Yeah, you're getting it on top.
Yeah.
You shouldn't need it as much.
And then when you hit like 45, if you've had kids like I did where they were young, when you were young, you're like, okay, these are the same age as my kid. Okay, well now, I'm done now. I'm done.
I think also too, it's like you as couples a lot. I feel like I've noticed like as people get older, fans get older, they start to watch it as a couple more.
Yeah.
So,
Absolutely.
which
That's pretty cool.
I think it's really cool.
I think it's really cool, yeah.
And like couples experimenting is becoming more and more normal. Obviously, a guy I was hanging out with the other day told me like he was freaking out though. He was like, "I've just found out a couple I know they're swingers." And he was really like traumatized by it.
Yeah.
I couldn't be doing that. Like, and at the same time, that's never occurred to me. But I'm assuming it's pretty normal for you guys to know people who do that. Is that?
Oh yeah, like I mean,
Yeah, I mean, a wide breadth from utterly vanilla to over the top, and the people who are over top tend not to be the adult film stars that we know. It's
actually.
like the average person, 5 doors down in Florida.
That makes perfect sense because he said they were a couple who hadn't experimented a lot, got together young, and then when they hit like I don't know mid-30s, or like we've missed out on a lot.
Yeah.
And then they felt like they wanted to do it as a team. Yeah.
I love that. I love like the open communication and talking about it and being able to experiment together. Like I think that's something that is just so beautiful in its own way, and knowing each other's limits, and just like I don't know, I feel like that's something that's more popular now than maybe 10, 20 years ago. And the fact, whereas maybe before, I want to do this, and it would maybe lead to like cheating or leaving or divorce. Where now it's like, I've never had a three-way. Well, I've never been with a woman. What, you want to go find somebody at the bar? Like
It is tricky as a man as well, though, because guys, I think women don't understand how sex is a chemical thing for us. A bit like I don't mean to trigger some women out there, but like women have chemical things happen to them every month that men have to sort of deal with sometimes.
Sure, right.
And women don't understand, like, we're going through some chemical stuff as well. And our brain, when we're out on the street and we see a beautiful woman, it's not a choice to have that thought.
Yeah.
It really is pre-programmed. I mean, it's why we're all here.
Women do that too.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. I just feel like men are
Yeah.
less. We're filling up every day, sort of thing. You know?
We're also less subtle about it. Like,
Oh, yeah.
women are smart enough to keep it quiet, and we'll be like, damn. You know, like, oh.
They're beating their horns. So you guys are at this little innocent, well, quite innocent party, and you get talking. How quickly before you spoke about the fact that you're in the industry?
Oh no, I knew she
Yeah.
was in. So I had known when we met that she was in the industry. Almost everybody in the room except me was in the industry. So,
Oh, wow.
yeah. So
Yeah, we actually became best friends for about a year and a half before we started dating.
yeah.
Why do you think you'd had that period of best friends rather than going straight to relationship like a lot of people do?
Well, I was in a relationship at the time,
Yeah, so was I.
and I don't.
Awkward.
No, it wasn't. It really wasn't. It does. It sounds like it was, but it wasn't. I'm a publicist. I do PR for a living, and I did a lot of art PR. And my wife is a world-renowned artist, actually. I mean, beyond just the adult film star. So she was showing me her artwork, and I'm like, Jesus, this is awesome. And like, let me help you out with some of that. And we kind of became friends over that. And then I had a bad breakup. And then she had a worse breakup, and then we bonded over the fact that we literally hate humans. It was
That could be quite healthy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like-
yeah.
And then it became